The dark truth behind Sam Heughan's halo, when fame becomes a weapon to control people. The spotlight has never been off for Sam Heughan. Since Outlander made his name shine, people have only seen the bright smile, the strong shoulders, and the expressive eyes of the dream man. But no one knows that every time the light shines, a piece of his soul is taken away. In his luxury apartment in Los Angeles, Sam stared at his phone screen. Thousands of comments, messages, interview requests, love rumors, all mixed together into a terrible noise. He turned his phone off, then on, then off again. An endless loop. That night, he received a strange email. No subject, just a line. They are controlling you. Do you want to be free? Attached was a photo, a secret photo of Sam signing a contract with a major film production company. But what stunned him was not the photo, but his own signature, completely different from the way he signed. The handwriting was stiff, mechanically precise. A chill ran down his spine. He opened the original contract again. On the last page, the signature was different. No way, he muttered, but deep in his mind, a voice rang out, faintly echoing from the very light. You've sold a part of yourself, Sam. The mask of fame. 2 days later, Sam went to a meeting with the studio. The conference room was quiet, and at the table were the most powerful people in Hollywood: producers, PR directors, media representatives, and a strange man in a black suit who would not introduce himself. Sam, the man said in a voice as soft as polished steel, we are very proud of you. But you need to understand that fame is a product. And every product has an owner. Sam looked up, his eyes cold. What do you mean? You didn't just sign with the studio, the man chuckled. You signed with Spectra. The name chilled the room. Spectra, the mysterious media conglomerate that controlled dozens of entertainment companies, but whose headquarters were unknown. Spectra was rumored to manipulate stars' images, create scandals to manipulate the public, and even replace them with digital clones if they rebelled. You just keep playing your role, the man continued. We'll take care of everything else. Sam left the meeting with a heavy heart. He'd heard similar stories, but always thought they were rumors. Now, it was happening to him. That night, he opened his email again. A new message appeared. Spectra isn't a studio, it's a system. They're copying you. Attached was a blurry video. In it, he, or someone who looks exactly like him, is talking to a director about a new project, his voice and gestures strikingly similar. But Sam wasn't there. He feels the world around him begin to crack. Reflection in the mirror. Sam flies to London, escaping his arranged schedule. He finds Fiona, an old friend who used to work in post-production visual effects. Spectra doesn't just make movies, Fiona says after watching the video. They're experimenting with deep persona technology, a combination of AI, image data, and neuroscience. They can create a digital version of you that acts like a real person, even learns your reactions. So, they don't need me anymore. Exactly. When you get too tired, or when you protest, your clone will continue to give interviews, sign contracts, publish articles, even act in your place. You'll disappear without anyone noticing. Sam was silent. Strange memories flashed through his mind, interviews he didn't remember doing, commercials he never filmed, words he never said. How can I stop? He asked. Fiona looked at him, her eyes full of worry. Spectra doesn't let anyone escape. The only one who ever tried, disappeared from all records, as if he never existed. Sam laughed dryly. Maybe he's just a defective product, but deep in his eyes, a fire burned, something Spectra couldn't replicate: free will. Under Hollywood, Fiona led Sam to an abandoned building on the outskirts of Los Angeles, where a secret hacker group called Mirror Line operated. They specialized in stealing data from Spectra, exposing the truth about artificial stars. Spectra is controlled by media algorithms, the leader, a man in a silver mask, explained. They predict public behavior, then create a story to match that prediction. Every celebrity is just a factor in a statistical model. And I'm one of those models? Sam asked. Not just a model, but the centerpiece. Their project is called Highlander Protocol, the most realistic simulation of human emotions ever created. They chose you because you have the perfect emotional profile, empathetic, honest, strong. But to sustain you, they have to suck your real emotional energy. Suck emotional energy? By interviews, live streams, promotions, every time you appear in public, the system collects neural data, facial expressions, brainwaves. You're feeding a copy of yourself. Sam felt dizzy. He no longer knew who he was. Is there a way to erase it? The man shook his head. You can, but you'll have to sacrifice everything: your reputation, your image, your memories. When Spectra loses the original data, they'll destroy everything to avoid revealing your secrets. Which means, you'll really disappear. Sam looked down at his hands. Maybe the price of automation is disappearance. The last light. A week later, the news spread. Sam Heughan had mysteriously disappeared. The press, social media, fans were in a frenzy. But the strange thing was, just a few days later, Sam reappeared in a video online, angry, saying he was just taking a break. The voice, the face code, everything was perfect. Only Fiona knew, the person in the video was not the real Sam. She received a small package from Switzerland. Inside was a hard drive and a piece of paper with the words scrawled. If they delete me, let them see I still exist. The hard drive contained gigabytes of data, documents, syncs, emails, behind-the-scenes videos, all the evidence of Spectra and the Highlander Protocol project. Fiona uploaded them online. Within an hour, the world was flooded with news: fake star generation system exposed. Spectra tried to block the information, but it was too late. The government opened an investigation. Some executives were arrested. Many stars spoke out saying they remembered things that never happened. And the real Sam, where is he? No one knows. Some say he's hiding in a monastery in Iceland, living peacefully under a different name. Some say he was killed by Spectra. But that night, when Yen Thang's social network, people found an anonymous account with a short tweet. The light never goes out. It just changes direction. Postscript: Confessions of a Legend. 3 years later, Hollywood has changed. Fake stars are tightly controlled. The term real star has become a strange symbol of individual self-making. A secret book appeared, without an author's name, titled Spectra, Copy of the Light. In it, the writer recounts the journey of a member who will enjoy the noise and how he sacrificed himself to expose the truth. The last page has only one sentence: if you see me on the screen, remember, it is only a gentle reflection of light. The real me still lives, in a place where the light cannot reach. Readers believe that this is the advice of Sam Heughan, a man who fought an invisible power stronger than any enemy: fame.